Joining us tonight are two of my dearest friends, and they are sure to cause me lots of trouble. Giada De Laurentiis and Michael Simon.
Going down, Mark.
Both times that Michael and I were together, you lost.
Oh, wasn't that the time when I used your gnocchi recipe and I lost?
You made it incorrectly, then you lost, yes.
Who did you guys bring today?
The executive chef and owner of Sushi Kapotamura, Taichi Kitamura.
Our next contender has mastered his flavors in over 23 countries. Meet executive chef David deCastro.
You have 20 minutes to make an ingredient of my choice, the star of your dish. And that ingredient is porterhouse steak. Michael and Giada will decide which one of you moves on to round 2. Time starts now.
I think this is a hard ingredient.
It's very thick. It has the filet on one side and the strip steak on the other. Filet is gonna be really tender. It's got very little fat in it. And then the strip is a tiny bit chewier, but more flavorful.
I've worked in steakhouses before, and I know I'm gonna execute this perfectly.
I'm not feeling that confident. I deal with sushi all day, every day, but I'm gonna do whatever it takes to cook a steak perfectly.
Taichi is very based in Japanese culture and food.
I grew up in Kyoto, Japan. When I was 18, I visited America and fell in love with the country. I had the honor of training under the best sushi chefs in Seattle and quickly moved up in the kitchen. In 2001, I opened my own restaurant. Beating an Iron Chef will prove that I can cook something delicious other than sushi.
Thank you. I traveled a lot with my family. By the time I was 17, I'd eaten my way through 20 different countries. New cultures fuel my love of food. I've worked in 23 restaurants in my life, and because of this. Some chefs think I can't focus, and I'm here to prove that I have the skills, I have the experience. Watch out, Bobby. This globetrotter's coming for you. I'm making a classic steakhouse dish. I'm gonna serve both cuts together with grilled onion, melted blue cheese, and a spicy balsamic reduction.
I'm gonna cook the 2 different cuts separately and serve it with 2 different Japanese sauces. Ponzu sauce for the strip loin and soy butter sauce for the fillet.
You're rendering out the fat.
I'm gonna cook the steak in the fat to reinforce a nice, rich, beefy flavor.
Wow, it looks great.
12 minutes to go.
My steak is grilling nicely. I add the butter and the rosemary to give it a richness and a pine flavor. The flavors are gonna catapult me into the second round.
I'm checking the steak and I see it's not cooking. I'm not going to serve raw steak. So I slice it thinner and put it back in the pan.
She's cutting his porterhouse in half, so that's a good thing. What sauces are you making?
I'm making ponzu sauce. I'm making the ponzu sauce for the strip loin. Ponzu is lemon, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, and beef stock. It's a balance of acidity to complement the rich flavor of the strip loin. My signature is sushi. I think it takes a lot more than making sushi to beat Bobby Flay, right?
Well, I don't know about that.
I start making the side. I season my onions with lemon zest and thyme, and I put those on the grill. And I add the blue cheese and give it that pungent and rich flavor. I want to prepare the steak to a medium, but the meat is looking pretty raw.
Pretty big.
So I slice both cuts, and I put them on the grill.
David didn't let the steak rest. It makes the steak slightly tough.
For my filet, I'm making the soy butter sauce because filet is leaner and it's gonna go well with the fatty soy butter sauce. I add beef stock, red wine, and soy sauce, butter. So a very quick sauce that tastes like it's been cooked for hours.
I'm ready for a steak.
1 minute.
Time's running. I take the onions, put them on plate. I place the beef on the blue cheese and spicy, sweet balsamic reduction.
I put the filet on the plate and put the strip loin down separately and add my 2 different sauces to the steak.
Taichi, tell us what you made.
I made a strip loin with the ponzu sauce and tenderloin with soy butter sauce.
The execution was done well. I was impressed you'd given us 2 completely different sauces for 2 different types of meat. As for the strip, I would have just wanted a little bit more of the ponzu.
And even though you just had 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more going on the dish, like a side.
Something to bring it together, so you're not just eating meat and sauce. Chef David, what did you prepare?
Grilled porterhouse steak over blue cheese and a marinated grilled onion with a spicy citrus balsamic glaze.
These are great classic steakhouse flavors. The reduction sauce was quite tasty. I got a nice punch of the chili in the back, some of that citrus flowing through it. I think where you ran into a little bit of problems was when you cooked the whole steak, you pulled it out of the oven, and I noticed you didn't let it rest.
So the person that's gonna go up against Bobby Flay is Taichi.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, no worries. Good job.
What's your signature dish?
Potstickers.
Potstickers.
We are not the judges. Instead, we've asked 3 industry experts to do a blind taste test.
You have 45 minutes. Taichi dropped the hammer on it. Your time starts now.
Go, Taichi!
On Taichi's side, he has shrimp and pork, which sounds really delicious.
Yes.
I'm making this classic pot sticker with my own twist to it. It has ground pork, shrimp, Chinese chives, Napa cabbage. I chop Napa cabbage chives, and then I devein the shrimp, and I add ground pork.
Taichi, what kind of pork are you using?
Buddha pork. Oh, here we go.
When I get Chinese delivery, it's usually a pot sticker, some sort of soy sauce-based dipping sauce. So I'm gonna be inspired by that, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a twist on it. I'm gonna make a pork and ginger pot sticker with a yuzu sauce and a Chinese mustard and tangerine sauce. So for the filling, I'm using everyday ground pork, because that's the pork in a pot sticker that I would eat. So I saute classic Asian ingredients together. Shallots, ginger, garlic, and scallions.
Wow, it looks great. Good fat in there. Oh, boy, Flay, you are in huge trouble.
Shut up, Simon!
Filling, it's in the pot sticker skin anyways. You don't have to worry about keeping it together.
I think, though, you need the egg in it to get thick, dense filling.
To my mixture, I add a little egg white to kind of bind the pork a little bit.
We've got less than 30 minutes, guys.
Now I'm going to assemble pot stickers using authentic Japanese technique.
I take a small amount of my pork filling and put it in the wrapper. I fold my pot stickers into half moons, and then I glue them together with egg wash. And then I make little pleats to seal it up. I actually have something that resembles a pot sticker.
It looks like an empanada.
He's a little off his game right now.
Very off my game right now. Filling the pot stickers is just taking way longer than I expected. I still have to pan fry them and steam them, and then make a couple of sauces.
I think Bobby might be in trouble.
Bobby might know how to wrap a burrito, but it takes skill to wrap pot stickers. I think I found his Achilles heel. I'm going to pan fry them, which makes it nice and crunchy, and then get steamed.
I love the play on texture. You have really silky dough that's very tender, and then the bottom of the dough is very crunchy.
Correct. Bobby's filling, it's solid. His is loose.
That scares me over there.
I'm gonna pan fry my dumplings, let them get crusty, and then add some water, and then cover them and steam them.
10 minutes, guys.
Oh, he's got sea urchin out there.
Yeah, dog.
Sea urchin, also called uni, is a high-end seafood. I'm going to use it with fresh sea urchin sauce. I put Japanese stock in the pan with soy sauce, a lot of sake, and potato starch to thicken the sauce. And then I add the sea urchin, plating my pot stickers. I add fresh sea urchin sauce, and then classic soy sauce and chili oil.
I'm gonna plate this really simply. I'm gonna put my yuzu sauce in a little bowl, and then add garnish of cilantro and tangerine mustard on the plate. I put 2 pot stickers on each plate, 1 for each dipping sauce.
4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, great job. Now it's time to meet your judges. First up, the owner of Red Farm and Decoy, Ed Schoenfeld. Next, executive chef of Boca di Bacco, Kristen Soleni. And finally, chef and restaurateur of Perilla and Kinshop, Harold Dieterle.
All right, guys, this is a blind taste test, so you could just start with the dishes in front of you.
I love that the chef provided me 2 different approaches to this dish.
I'm looking for texture, and both these skins, they've been cooked nicely. They're crunchy on the bottom. I like the fact that they're half-moon shaped. It gives a lot of surface area, and it makes for even a little bit crunchier bottom. But also the other side, it's a little undercooked a little bit.
Undercooked.
I really love the flavor inside the filling.
But I was kind of having to search for the filling. I wish there would have been a little more in there.
So here are your cards. Vote on the dish you like the best.
All right, chefs, it was a unanimous decision. The winner is Taichi.